Um, Take Back the Night is this really awesome rally that you get to sit back and just like listen to people talk, like listen to survivors. You can take part in a bike or a march, and it's a really great way to come to terms with the fact that you know somebody who's been sexually assaulted and then honor them.
There's something irreplaceable about being able to scream at the top of my lungs that I will not stand for sexual violence in my community, surrounded by other people who support me, holding signs and yelling, and we're stopping traffic and people are coming out of buildings, and it's sort of this like, yes, you have to listen, you need to pay attention, this is why we're here, this matters, and that's so awesome. It's so empowering and enlivening.
For me, when I first experienced the Speak Out, it really just put a face on sexual assault. Like it made it definitely feel more real for me, and after that, I really couldn't ignore it.
Because you're listening to these stories that just normally you wouldn't just hear, and whether you've experienced it or not experienced it personally, it can be very moving. I know the first year I was there, I was in tears by the end of the first one because I was just so moved by what the folks were getting up there and talking about.
People don't realize that they're not processing it, that it's something that happens to people that are, that they're related to or have a class with or even like are friends with.
An event like Bike Back the Night can really kind of wake up people and take up space in a really public way to remind people that it's happening in our community. It happens on this campus.
Whatever you've gone through, you're not alone. You don't need to feel like you're the only person who has been hurt, or is, you don't need to feel like you're alone. I think that's what this event really means.
Take Back the Night and Bike Back the Night provides a very accessible forum for that conversation to be had, and I think having the conversation itself is what's important.
Standing in a circle with a group of allies in community, at night, in public, holding candles, it's, there's energy in that, and there's power in that, and it is a political action, and I think that speaks volumes to the people of Portland and what matters to us.
It was fun riding a bicycle, but also in a big group, people were like yelling at us, like, what is this all about? It's like, we're trying to end sexual violence, come join us, but not really, go to the march or something.
And I think for people who maybe want to be a part of this movement and just have trouble getting involved or don't have time, and this is a great way to come and be a part of it and to be a part of this community that is raising awareness about ending sexual violence in our community.
It's not filtered through a script.
It feels real, right?
It feels very real.
It's the 2011 Bike Back the Night, Take Back the Night, sponsored by the Portland Women's Crisis Line and the Portland State University's Women's Resource Center. Our theme is
Sexual violence affects us all. It's time to get involved.
support.
Heal, create change.
There you go.
The most powerful part of Take Back the Night would be definitely the march. I always participate in the march, and it's not just being able to shout all these things. It's also being at the front of the line and looking back and seeing how many people are behind us, also shouting. It's walking by, it's walking through downtown Portland next to restaurants and seeing people giving us a thumbs up and saying, hey, yeah, right on, and people honking and people stopping and staring, and because then all those people then become impacted by what we do.
not be silenced. Time to stop the violence. We will not be silenced. It's time to stop the violence. It just provides a healthy, open, sort of non-intimidating forum for that tough conversation to be had. Is, I guess, how I feel. That's all that's going to come out right now.
Cool. Well, that's
That was awesome.
That's
great. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.